You look in the mirror and realize the person staring back looks tired, not just from a long, demanding day, but with a deep, lingering exhaustion that makes you wonder where the energetic, vibrant version of yourself went. You might be feeling that familiar ache in your joints when you get out of bed, or noticing that your stamina just is not what it used to be. It is so easy to write this off as the inevitable, uncontrollable march of time. We are conditioned to believe that getting older is simply a slow decline, a matter of crossing off days on a calendar while our bodies naturally give out. But what if I told you that aging is not fundamentally about the number of candles on your birthday cake? What if the true story of aging is written at a microscopic level, dictated by the invisible degradation happening inside your cells right this very second? The hidden culprit stealing your vitality is not just the passing of years, it is how our modern, fast-paced, constantly snacking and high-stress lifestyles are actively sabotaging our cells' natural, biological ability to repair themselves. We are unknowingly pushing our internal systems to the brink, depriving them of the rest and the specific raw materials they need to keep us youthful. But there is incredible, empowering news. Today, we are going to dive deep into the ultimate anti-aging playbook. We are going to explore 3 groundbreaking Nobel Prize-winning scientific discoveries that reveal exactly how your daily habits directly control the way your body ages. I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can protect your DNA, how to turn on your body's cellular trash disposal system, and how to keep your internal protein factories running smoothly. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear, actionable list of simple lifestyle changes that can help you reclaim your energy, protect your mobility, and maintain your precious independence. Before we dive into these life-changing cellular secrets, consider subscribing to the channel. We share the kind of in-depth, science-backed senior health tips that doctors often overlook during those rushed 15-minute clinic appointments. And I would love to connect with you right now. Where are you watching from today? Drop your city, state, or country in the comments below so we can see where our amazing community is tuning in from. Let us begin with the microscopic armor shielding the very blueprint of who you are, a discovery so profound it forever changed our understanding of human longevity and disease. We are talking about your telomeres, and understanding them is the absolute foundation of healthy aging. This brings us to the brilliant work of Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2009 for her revolutionary discovery of exactly how chromosomes are protected by telomeres and the enzyme telomerase. To make sense of this, imagine the little plastic tips at the ends of your shoelaces. Those plastic tips keep the shoelace from fraying and falling apart. Your DNA, which is bundled into chromosomes inside every single cell of your body, has similar protective caps at their ends called telomeres. Every single time your cells divide to heal a cut, replace old skin, or repair organ tissue, those telomeres get a tiny bit shorter. Eventually, over decades, those telomeres become so critically short that the cell can no longer divide. It becomes senescent, meaning it essentially retires, turns toxic, and begins pumping out inflammatory chemicals that drive chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and the generalized frailty we associate with old age. But here is where you take your power back, because your lifestyle directly dictates how fast those shoelace tips wear down. A landmark study published in the prestigious journal The Lancet Oncology demonstrated that comprehensive lifestyle changes, including a plant-heavy diet, moderate exercise, and stress management, actually increased telomere length by about 10% over 5 years, literally reversing cellular aging at the genetic level. This is massive. It proves that our genes are not our destiny. Chronic stress, anxiety, and a diet packed with refined sugars and highly processed foods act like microscopic scissors, rapidly cutting away at those protective tips. When you live in a constant state of worry, your body pumps out cortisol, which creates an environment where your cells age at terrifying speeds. So, how do we stop the scissors and start rebuilding? We need to flood our bodies with the specific compounds that protect and lengthen these telomeres. Swap out those processed, packaged snacks for a diet rich in powerful antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids. I am talking about cold water fatty fish like wild-caught salmon and sardines, vibrant, deeply colored vegetables like dark leafy greens and bright bell peppers, and handfuls of raw walnuts and flax seeds. These foods actively reduce the systemic inflammation that destroys telomeres. Furthermore, you have to find a way to manage the chronic stress that comes with modern life and the anxieties of getting older. Just 5 to 10 minutes of deep, intentional breathing, meditation, or a quiet walk in nature can drastically lower your cortisol levels. By eating a colorful, anti-inflammatory diet and actively calming your nervous system, you are literally giving your DNA the armor it needs to keep your cells acting young, vibrant, and healthy for decades to come. Moving on to our next cellular secret, we need to talk about flipping the switch on your body's brilliant, built-in recycling center. This brings us to the fascinating realm of autophagy, a concept that earned Professor Yoshinori Ohsumi the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2016. Your cells are essentially tiny, bustling cities. They have power plants called mitochondria, transport systems, and manufacturing centers. And just like any busy city, they generate a massive amount of garbage. Over time, proteins become damaged, cellular components wear out, and metabolic waste builds up. If this microscopic trash is not constantly cleared away, it clogs up the cellular machinery, leading to sluggishness, rapid aging, and neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Professor Ohsumi unlocked the mechanics of how cells literally eat their own damaged, dead, and diseased parts, breaking them down and recycling them for fresh energy and new building blocks. Imagine your house accumulating bags of trash every single day, but you never unlock the front door to let the garbage collectors take it away. Eventually, the rot and clutter will make the house completely unlivable. That is exactly what happens to your body when you never give it a break from digesting food. Here is the absolute critical catch. This incredible cellular cleanup crew only clocks in for work when your body senses a drop in energy intake. If you are eating 3 large meals a day, plus a mid-morning pastry, an afternoon handful of crackers, and a late-night bowl of ice cream, your insulin levels stay elevated and your cells are constantly in growth and storage mode. They never get the signal to clean house. Research from the New England Journal of Medicine highlights that initiating this process through intermittent fasting for just 14 to 16 hours significantly improves cellular stress resistance, increases longevity, and drastically reduces the oxidative damage that drives the physical signs of aging. To activate this Nobel Prize-winning anti-aging mechanism, you simply need to manipulate when you eat, not necessarily what you eat. You need to create a fasting window of 14 to 16 hours where you consume 0 calories. I know this sounds intimidating, especially if you are used to having breakfast the moment you wake up, but it is entirely achievable. Start by simply closing your kitchen right after dinner. If you finish your last bite of food at 7 p.m. and you do not eat your first meal the next day until 9 a.m. or ideally 11 a.m., you have successfully given your body a massive window to trigger autophagy. During this fasting period, you can drink plenty of water, black coffee, or unsweetened herbal tea. At first, your body might rebel a little because it is used to a constant drip of glucose. You might feel a rumble in your stomach. But that feeling is not starvation. It is the feeling of your body shifting gears, flipping the metabolic switch, and sending out the cellular garbage trucks to clear out the debris that has been making you feel tired, achy, and older than you truly are. If you are finding these biological insights useful and you are feeling empowered to take control of your health journey, please take a quick second to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel and lets us know we should keep making in-depth science-based content just like this for you. Our final breakthrough takes us deep inside the bustling manufacturing plants of your body, where avoiding a critical machinery overload is the absolute key to stopping widespread inflammation and cellular exhaustion in its tracks. This brings us to the extraordinary work of Professor Venkatraman Ramakrishnan, who shared the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2009 for mapping the intricate, mind-boggling structure of the ribosome. Ribosomes are the cellular machines responsible for taking the instructions from your DNA and building the proteins your body needs to survive. Everything from your muscle fibers and the enzymes that digest your food, to the hormones that regulate your mood and the antibodies that fight off infections, are manufactured by your ribosomes. They are the ultimate biological 3D printers. But here is where things go wrong as we age. When we constantly overfeed ourselves, particularly by consuming excessive amounts of low-quality proteins over long periods of time, we force these delicate ribosomes into a state of chronic overdrive. A fascinating study published in the journal Cell Metabolism revealed that reducing overall protein intake, particularly from certain dense animal sources, can actually decrease ribosome workload and extend lifespan in animal models by up to 20% by preventing the deadly buildup of misfolded proteins. Think of an automobile assembly line running at triple speed with exhausted, overworked employees. Eventually, they start putting the car parts on backward, skipping crucial safety checks, and creating defective, dangerous products that crash the whole system. When your ribosomes are overworked and deprived of rest, they start churning out malformed, incorrectly folded proteins. Your immune system recognizes these misfolded proteins as foreign threats and launches an inflammatory attack against them. This chronic, low-grade inflammation drains your energy, damages your joints, and accelerates the aging process across every single organ system. So, how do we protect our internal protein factories? The secret is not to completely eliminate protein because as we age, we absolutely need protein to maintain our muscle mass and prevent frailty. The secret is shifting our focus from massive quantity to impeccable quality and giving the factories time to cool down. Instead of sitting down to a massive, heavy steak every night, shift your diet to moderate portions of highly digestible, nutrient-dense proteins. Incorporate more wild-caught fish, pasture-raised eggs, lentils, chickpeas, and a variety of nuts and seeds. These provide the essential amino acids without bearing your ribosomes under an impossible workload. Furthermore, these cellular machines require specific cofactors to operate smoothly, mainly magnesium and the complex of B vitamins. You can easily get these from dark leafy greens, avocados, and whole grains. But perhaps the most overlooked, utterly vital component of protecting your ribosomes is getting deep restorative sleep. Sleep is not a luxury, it is a biological imperative. It is the only time your cellular factories truly shut down production to perform essential maintenance and repairs on the machinery itself. If you are constantly, chronically sleep deprived, tossing and turning all night, your ribosomes never get to repair themselves, guaranteeing the production of those inflammatory, misfolded proteins the next day. Prioritize a cool, dark sleeping environment. Turn off all screens an hour before bed, and treat your sleep as the most potent, irreplaceable anti-aging medicine in existence. I know that making these changes can feel overwhelming. Dealing with joint pain, stiffness, and the frustration of feeling like your body is slowing down can sometimes make you feel powerless. But everything we have talked about today proves the exact opposite. You are incredibly powerful. To bring it all together, true longevity and vibrant aging are not found in a heavily marketed magic pill at the pharmacy. It is a beautiful, harmonious synergy of three things. First, eating the right kinds of antioxidant-rich, high-quality foods to shield your telomeres from the cutting shears of stress and poor diet. Second, eating at the right times by embracing a 14 to 16-hour fasting window, giving your body the uninterrupted quiet time it needs to sweep out the biological trash through autophagy. And third, getting enough true restorative rest and pacing your protein intake so your internal ribosomal machinery is never overworked to the point of breaking down. You have the extraordinary ability to influence your biology at a microscopic level through the simple, everyday choices you make at the dinner table, in your living room, and in your bedroom. Your cells are constantly listening to your instructions. They are waiting for the right fuel, the right fasting periods, and the right rest to rebuild a stronger, sharper, more vibrant version of you. By applying these Nobel Prize-winning principles, you are not just adding years to your life, you are adding profound life to your years, ensuring you can keep enjoying your precious independence, chasing after your grandchildren, and engaging in the hobbies that bring you joy. Now, I want to hear from you. What is one small positive change you are going to commit to trying today? Is it pushing your breakfast back an hour to start experimenting with intermittent fasting? Or maybe swapping out that sugary afternoon snack for a handful of brain-boosting walnuts? Let me know in the comments below so we can support and cheer each other on. And please, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel because your health, your vitality, and your future are absolutely worth fighting for. Remember, every single meal and every single night of sleep is a brand new opportunity to heal. Be kind to yourself, take it one small step at a time, and I will see you in the next video.